National Guard is getting ready to usher in a new era with a new commanding general who happens to be a Brooklyn Park resident. Brigadier General Neal Loidolt will lead almost 20,000 soldiers in 6 different states as commanding general of the 34th Red Bull Infantry Division. General Loidolt will be recognized at a change of command ceremony on Saturday, and he joins Alexandra in our studio for a conversation about this new era for the Red Bulls.
Thanks, Mike. General Loidolt, you are stepping into a new role as commanding general of the Red Bulls. Tell us what your primary responsibility and top priority will be in this new position.
Well, the primary responsibility is as the commander of an organization that in Minnesota encompasses 4 Army brigades, 10,000 soldiers, but regionally 6 different states and almost 20,000 soldiers. And so my top priority is to ensure that we maintain a level of readiness in those units so that we're available for the federal mission, which is the warfight, or the state mission, which is our domestic operations response.
There are several hundred Red Bull soldiers still in Afghanistan supporting the drawdown. But tell us, this is a time of transition, it sounds like, for the Red Bulls, from more than a decade of combat operations to now a more domestic focus. Tell us a little bit about that transition.
It's an interesting transition in that we also are leaving a time of fairly plentiful resources into this rather austere environment. And so what we'll find ourselves doing more and more is to be focused at the small unit level on the tactics and readiness in that respect, and then also looking towards our domestic operations mission to protect the lives of Minnesotans when it comes to fires, floods, and there still is the likelihood of a terrorist attack or even cyber, as we've heard reported recently here in the news.
The Red Bulls will be ready.
Red Bulls will be ready, yes indeed.
And your experience with the military with the Minnesota Army National Guard goes back to 1984. You've had 2 deployments yourself in Iraq. How does your experience serve you now in this new role as commanding general?
I think the most significant thing is I have seen the good and the bad. I have been in the Army long enough now to know how it works, to know how soldiers work, and to know what the most important things are for an organization to be successful. And I think that's the nature of the way the military transitions its leadership.
Well, congratulations on the new position.
Thank you.
General Loidolt, thanks so much for joining us.